Ladies and gentlemen, today we are in Busch Gardens for a fun, exciting day. Gonna chillax, relax, maybe ride some rides, eat some food, see what it's about. But first things first, we need to get some food in our bellies because we are hungry. So we've just come to this place here for lunch, or like a breakfasty lunch. Now, if you've been watching my channel for however long, you'll know that I don't really say bad about places, providing that they're not bad. You know, I don't usually throw shade on places. I'm not usually a negative person. However, I think that might just be the worst service I've ever got in my entire life. My entire short life, because I've not lived very long. However, that is definitely the worst service I've ever had from anywhere, especially from a theme park that is meant to be, you know, a sort of happy place for tourists to go. That was the worst service ever. So the main area that the service was bad was just the staff. They were not particularly interested. None of them looked like they wanted to be there, and they were incredibly rude to not just us, but every single person was there. And the worst part of it all is that the person that was rude the most was one of the people that was in a purple shirt that had leadership written on them. And if that's what the leaders at Busch Gardens are going by, oh dear, I would say don't even bother coming here. On a more positive note, this is what I got, burgers and chips, and even though the burger said it came with lettuce and tomato and pickles, they gave me pickles and a couple little spots of bits there at the bottom. Nothing like the photo, but I don't judge off the photo normally. And this, I promise you, this isn't meant to be a negative video, but thus far this is not a good start. So the burger, it was alright. You know, it wasn't the best burger I've ever had, not the worst burger, but I'm not really judging the burger. The chips, actually decent chips, but again, I'm not really judging the food because it's kind of been bittered down by the taste of I can't be asked to do my job from half the employees that we've come across. Like, I honestly was so excited to give you a positive video, but if this start is anything to go by, the rest of the video might just be negative because so far, the staff just can't be asked. Not all of them, but especially in this restaurant here. If I were you, I just wouldn't bother coming to this particular restaurant. And if every restaurant is like this restaurant, don't bother. And I mean, I know it's a Tuesday, and I thought it was really quiet because of that. But could it be that the reason it's so dead here is because everyone else had similar experiences to us? So, not the best way to start off the day, but we're going to put it behind us. We're going to carry on with our day. We're going to try and enjoy it though. I'll tell you what the best customer service we've had today is. Look how cute they are. They've given us the best customer service we've had today. Iron Gwazi is closed. It says for maintenance. So that's not good. Can't ride Iron Gwazi. I was actually really excited to see Iron Gwazi today because the last time I came here was 5 years ago. And I was I never got a chance to ride Iron Gwazi because I think that was either the time where they had just started redoing it, or that was when it was still the original Gwazi. And I haven't been on the new Gwazi, so kind of sad that it's not running. But it could be due to the hurricane that has just hit about a week ago. Yeah, they did say at the start when we first got here that some rides were affected by this. So hopefully there's still quite a lot of rides going. I have seen some go, but not all of them go, so hopefully the ones I want to get on are still running. The vibe here already is very off. Like, it's very quiet for one. Obviously, understandably quiet, because it is a Tuesday on the 15th of October, so you know it's not going to be heaving with tourists from all around the world, because everyone's gone back to work, summer's over sort of thing. But the vibe is off. The staff are not happy. Like, a lot of them just seem to be quite down in the dumps. So that's not good. So obviously the food situation was about as good as it gets, I guess, for here. But we're going to put it behind us. We're going to carry on, and we're going to see what we can find. There's lots of stuff for the, I think it's called Howlo Scream. Lots of the Howlo Scream stuff. And lots of preparations for that, which is understandable. Just not a lot of anything else really. There's not a lot open. Does kind of feel a bit like a ghost town, I won't lie. It does kind of feel like they've opened the park, but there's not a lot to do. We've had a walk around most of the park, and it's just very minimal open. I mean, I don't really know what to tell you. This is kind of I won't lie, it's kind of shattered my dreams a little bit here, because the last time I came here, obviously 5 years ago. It's a long time. I had high hopes, and I didn't realise it was going to be quite like this. Well, we found something that's cheered us up a little bit. Got some flamingos and swans and other birds. Very cute. Maybe that'll be the thing that puts a smile on our faces today, just the animals. Because obviously there is a lot of animals here at Busch Gardens. So maybe this is what turns it around. The only stuff I've actually seen open is all the stalls and markets where they're selling stuff. The rest is just not open. Like this Quasi Gliders ride, I've seen one kid on it so far, but that's not the fault of the ride or anything. That's just because it's a bit quiet and there's not as many children. But then you come over here, and if you look at this on the left, this what's it called? Quasi Climb, I think it's called. Look how run down it looks. It looks like it hasn't been used in about 5 years. It's just not good. I mean, look at it. It doesn't really give you the incentive of world-class theme park that is world-renowned, does it? So Jasmine spotted the Kookaburra over here, wanted to go in there. Not open, sadly. Says they've got enhancements underway, which is fair enough, you know. Fair enough indeed. But we did actually just run into some other people that we had a chat with, just asking them how they've found the park so far. And if it's just maybe it's us. But they said they found it the same, and that they went to the same restaurant as us earlier, and they had the exact same experience, near enough to a T. And they had the thought that maybe Busch Gardens, the reason that a lot of stuff isn't open is because they're holding the staff back, so they don't have to pay them during the day, and they can just pay them for the Halloween stuff. Which, you know, it's a theory, and it kind of makes sense. And I don't really live off theories. I'm not a guy who really likes theories, because it could just be as simple as a lot of stuff isn't open because of the hurricane, and that would make a lot of sense, because, you know, it is a real shame what happened with the hurricane. It did hit a lot of areas quite badly in ways we may not know, such as like wet tracks or whatever. But my only thought is, if it is this bad, and if there's so much that's not open, what's the point of opening the park? Like, I know you can't shut forever, but why open the park? Why sell the tickets if it's going to be like this? Do you know what I mean? All this is a positive. Big Bird's out. You know, he's interacting with the kids. He's got his Halloween costume on. This is a positive. This is actually quite good to see. This is the most positive thing we've seen today. Like I said, when I got here, I had no intention of this video being as negative. In fact, it was actually intended to be the polar opposite. It was intended to be a video promoting, or almost promoting Busch Gardens, saying how good they are. Because that's just how I presumed it was going to be, like it was when I last came, which obviously is not the case. And, you know, could be just due to circumstances, but who knows how long it's been like this for. So we've got the kids play area open, which is another good thing to see. None of the little small rides have got anyone manning them, so they can't use any of like the little small rides on the park, but they can use like the jungle gym and the smaller things on the park, the bare minimum. Another positive, the interactive bird experience is open here, so Jazz might get her bird experience after all. Not a kookaburra experience, but a bird experience. And see, like, I'm trying to be as non-biased as possible and just commenting purely on my experience here today and what I see. Because as I say, I've not read up anything to back up that this is rubbish or that this is the best. This is just going purely off my experience today and how I feel my experience is, and is it money well spent. So this is one of the roller coasters that you can see is open. It's going up at the moment. Not sure what it's called. Haven't got round to that bit yet. But I know that it's a big old roller coaster, clearly. So might see if I can get on that. It depends on the wait time. Shouldn't think it'll be that busy. Maybe like a 10-15 minute wait at most. So Shikra is that big ride that you saw there. That is one of them that is still open. Looks like the log flume is also closed today. Got a big old closed sign on it, so there'll be no log fluming today. Not for me, not for anyone else. So that's another thing that's closed. That's not good. But obviously, I think Shakra, I think that's how you say it, I don't remember. I keep wanting to say Shakira for some reason. I'm just going to call it Shakira. Shakira, I think Shakira is like the biggest ride they actually have here. So it's cool that that one's open, I guess, for those thrill seekers. So this is the sign that is dotted around the park today. So obviously that sign is sort of like their get out when it comes to a lot of the stuff being closed today. So Tigris is closed at the moment. I don't think it's closed today because there's a lot of people, well not a lot of people, like 4 people queuing up. I've seen some maintenance men go in and out. So I think this one is just got some maintenance going on at the moment. Maybe it's stuck or something, or maybe there's something wrong with the tracks. But I think this one will come back on soon, or at least today. If you look at the wait time there, 999. Never seen that before. So this is the map, just in case you was wondering what was here if you've never been here before. You can actually scan here for an entertainment schedule. Not that anything is probably going to be on today, to be honest, because everything seems to be closed. So the Sky Ride is down. Lots of sad kids behind me that were waiting to go on it. Heading towards Jungada now. But I tell you what, this kind of brings me to my next point of a lot of small kids, because of the hurricane, don't go back till Wednesday. Not every school, but a lot of schools, and there are a lot of small children here, and that Sky Ride just kind of brought up another point in my mind of, if you have small children, what are they actually going to do here? Like they can play the arcade games that they have to pay for, they can look at the animals, and they can go on a jungle gym. But other than that, there's really not a whole lot for you to do here if you have small children. So, oh, look at that. I was actually looking for the orangutans, but I'll zoom in on that sign. The orangutans, it says we're sorry, the orangutans are temporary off this exhibit. Hopefully you can see that there on the camera. So I won't lie, if that is, again, how today is going, where the one thing I wanted to see, the animals, if all the animals, like the orangutans, aren't in their exhibits, temporarily or not, then there really is not a heck of a lot to do here, and there is no saving grace, for us at least today, because there's just nothing to do, absolutely nothing to do. Like a couple of rides open here and there, I've done them all before. Like some of the new rides aren't open, I've seen. I think there is actually one ride that I want to do that's open, and that is, I think it's called Cobra's Curse or the Serpent or something. And I do actually want to do that one, and I've seen it running, so I know it's open. I think it said it had about a 2-minute wait time, so hopefully we'll be able to get on that, because that's the one thing, the very minimal thing I want to do today. But it just feels like everything that they can take your money off is open, but everything that you paid for just is not here. Absolutely not here. So there's no tigers here. We've had a little look. Lots of kids have been asking, Mummy, Daddy, where's the tigers? And kind of seems a bit like an excuse just so that they don't get moaned at for when you don't see a tiger. And today all days, with the track record this place has got at the moment with me, yeah, I think that's just an excuse. Here, Jazz, do you want to do the Congo River Rapids? Well, no, you can't. They're shut. They're not open. Sure, I mean, not really surprising. They're not open. Well, the bumper carts are open. I'm not sure if you have to pay for those. I don't think you do. So that's good. Bumper carts are open. Gives people something to do. For a short 60 seconds on the bumper carts, and then you can go on it again if you're lucky. That seems to be where actually everybody's congregating. It's probably the only thing that's open, to be honest. But yeah, big queue for the bumper cars, so that's good. That gives the kids something to do. Heading towards Kumba now. It actually looks open, so this is good. This is progress. Looks like Kumba's open. I haven't seen it run yet, but it says it's open at 11 and closes at 4, the ride. So all the other rides have been shut. They haven't had that sign out for, so I presume this means that Cumbria is open, and there's a lot of people heading towards it, so it must be open. Cumbria is definitely open. I can see it running, so I'll catch them as they come down this little bit here. Heading into Pantopia now. The old Carousel is open, so that's cool. At least that's something that's open. However, straight ahead of us, Phoenix Rising, not open. Another thing that is not open. Just been on the Carousel, absolutely exhilarating. Definitely the best thing so far today, because it's mainly the only thing that's really open that I haven't done before. So exciting times, eh? We have another 2 closed roller coasters. That one's closed for the day, and so is this one. I don't remember the names of either of them. It's really bad, but they're both closed for the day. Not going to be coming back on. Looks like Dragonfire is open, and that is the restaurant straight ahead of us. We've got a Coaster Coffee and Co in there, which we've had them at SeaWorld, and they do actually do quite good coffees. So might get a coffee in there, an espresso, an iced coffee, refresh up frappuccino, Tivernon tea. But yeah, that ride there, very much closed for today. Falcon's Fury is the tall one, and it's closed, like I just said. Not open today, Falcon's Fury. Even the Dippin' Dot next to it is closed. No one money yet. But yeah. Some of these stalls are open. Rita's is closed there. Caricatures is open, so cool. Gift shop is open, so cool. But everything else closed. So at the elephants area, hope to see some elephants. But nope. Not today, making improvements. No elephants. However, the animal care centre, surprisingly, is open, so let's go and have a look. Kinda creepy, I can't lie. It's like going to the dentist. Tell you one thing I have been quite enjoying, they have a lot of their Halloween stuff for the Howl Ice Cream lying around the park, obviously in preparation for the evening times, and it has been quite enjoyable just looking at the theming. It's very good theming, to be honest, for the Halloween bits. Obviously we're not doing the Howl Ice Cream, but if you are, I think you'll be in for quite a treat, and that's one of the positive notes that I can mention about Busch Gardens today. So earlier on in the video I mentioned that guy that said about a theory that he has about them holding the staff back to the evening so they don't have to pay them. And, you know, honestly, I wasn't that keen on the theory, but surely the hurricane cannot be to blame for absolutely everything that is shut. Like, I can understand some things, but, I mean, come on. Just actual animals we've seen today. Hopefully you can see them on the camera. Just over there. Some, like, I don't know what they're called. I'm going to call them fancy deers. Probably not. I think they're gazelles. I don't know what they are. I'm not very up to date on my biology in animals. But I'm going to call them fancy deers. They're fancy deers, look. Cute fancy deers. Also, the sky thingy that's running. But I've not seen anyone actually on it. Another place that's closed just down here. On the way to Nairobi. Completely shut. But honestly, at this point, it's not really surprising, is it? It's not surprising. The Nairobi train is another thing of many that is not running. But I did hear some people say that it was because one of the crossings is down, and that is due to the hurricane. So that probably can't be helped. So can't really do a lot about that. The Rising Tide Conservation Aquarium centre bit. It's closed by a little chain of tiny dream shatter. I honestly may just title this video "We went to Busch Gardens," but it might as well have been closed because practically nothing is open. Although the ride that I do want to ride, I know that is open, so we're heading towards that currently. Also, I found a cute little lizard in this area is open. It's not a massive area, it's just kind of like a little conservation area for birds and stuff, and obviously reptiles. So at least this is open. Makes up for the aquarium, I guess. We have found a human and a sloth. The sloth is very cute, actually. Trying to get put back in his cage in his pen. And some flamingos over here. Flamingos. Flamingo land. Yeah, thank you. Found a crocodile. Looked like it ripped me to shreds. Doesn't look best impressed, probably tired. I get you, buddy. I get you. We have found my favourite animal. The penguins. Didn't actually know they had penguins. But it appears they do. They're very cute. So this was one of two that I was absolutely 100% looking forward to doing today. And like most things here, this is closed. Won't be open today, it's not been open all day, so not going to be going on that one. So Cobra's Curse is up next to hopefully see. Dying to do Cobra's Curse because that's my favourite one. And looks like Cheetah Plaza over there is closed as well. I was going to walk down that way, but guess not. So yeah, Cobra's Curse is, and then get a drink after I reckon, because thirsty out my bottom. It is very hot, very sweaty. There you go, Cobra's Curse, 10-minute wait. That is the one I've been dying all day to go on. We're going to go on it now and I'll let you know how it was after. We just went on Cobra's Curse. That was even better than I remember it being. That was so good. I went on it with Jazz and Jasmine absolutely loved it, sarcastically. She hated every second of it. However, she's a very brave girl for going on it because I feel like she's got a little subtle fear of roller coasters. But it's alright because she went on it and I went on it and it was absolutely amazing. Definitely picked up the mood and made me forget that everything is kind of shut here, but that was really fun. So now we're going to go get a drinky. So on the way up to here, we have actually seen Cheetah Hunt running. Not with anybody on it, just running empty. So potentially they're thinking of opening it, which could actually make this day a lot better, because that would be both the rides I wanted to do running. So that would be awesome. Oh, thank you very much. As you can see, that's the menu, but they also have no salads at all, no buffalo pizza, and no margarita pizza. So that's a shame. Got myself a nice refreshing Fanta. Just got myself a Coke Zero. Very nice and refreshing indeed. And then we're going to go and see if Cheetah Hunt is back up and running, because hopefully after our long break it should be back up and running. Not that it was up earlier, but yeah. So we've just finished our nice refreshing drink. Cooled off a little bit, de-sweated, de-thirsted. Now we're going to go and see if Cheetah Hunt is open. I've looked on the app, but it's just a 10-minute wait, so hopefully that means it is open. So we'll go and have a look. Yes, as you can see, they've taken the signs down. Cheetah Hunt is officially open. 10-minute wait, as it says on the app. I'm sure that will go up considerably because it is one of the most popular rides and they've just opened it. So that's another positive added to the day. Good going, Busch Gardens. Honestly, you're getting your way back into my heart. Just come off Cheetah Hunt, and that was definitely a very, very good ride. I had completely forgotten a lot of parts of that ride, but that was so much fun. Jasmine went on it. She is now broken, to say the least, but she also loved it. She actually found that better than Cobra's Curse, but I would not say that. I'd say the complete opposite, but that was fun, and that definitely makes the day 100 times better. So whilst we've been on Cheetah Hunt, the queue was not 10 minutes, it was 40 minutes, because it swiftly picked up when we got on the ride. But also the Sky ride got stuck a couple times, and now that has stopped for a little bit. I don't know if that'll come back on today, because that's been off and on about 3 or 4 times today, so I don't reckon that'll come back on. But now we're going to head towards, there's a, I think it's an ice skating event show thing, so we're going to go and have a look at that, see what ice skating stuff there is, so hope you have some fun. So overall, has today got better? I would say yes, it 100% has got better, but there's still a lot of downsides for the park today. Like, still not a lot for kids to do, like small children. Obviously teenagers and younger kids, they can do now the Cheetah Hunt and that, and some of the other rides that have opened up. So this is what we're going to see, Rhythm of Nature at the Moroccan Palace. So I just found out it's actually one of their brand new shows that they're doing. So it's only come out recently. I don't know how recently, but recently to us, obviously we've not been here in many years. So I don't know if I'm allowed to film it, so I'm going to presume I'm not, unless I'm told otherwise. Yeah, so if there's no clips coming up of Rhythm of Nature, then you know that I'm not allowed to film it. But we'll take it as it comes. Obviously, it's going to be a really good show, I'd imagine. No, I'd like to think, but with the way things have gone today, who knows? Could go all wrong. Hopefully not, though. But I'll let you know how it was after. So I just finished the ice show. It was very good, very entertaining. There was no filming allowed, which was a bit sad, but kind of understandable because you don't want to ruin the magic, do you, for everyone else that wants to go and see it. And it was incredible, honestly. Definitely the best things definitely one of the best things to do for anyone of all ages, and really good for kids as well. It was quite interactive. It was just very enjoyable, and they were very talented. They all knew what they were doing, and yeah, it was just a really lovely thing to see. Got another big old gator here now. Absolutely massive. I call him Dave. So overall, do I think today was a bust and a shambles? Honestly, yes and no. I think that at the very beginning, with the very rude manager and the rude staff in general, really put a damper to the start of the day, which kind of set me up for the rest of the day. And then with everything kind of being closed, it was all just really not good, and it was eerily quiet, and it still is quiet now, but it's busied up a little bit towards the end of the day. But it's definitely put a damper on the day. But once more and more things started to open up, it definitely ruined the mood, and that show really topped it all off. That was a very good show to go and see, 100%. But I definitely think it was 60-40 because the bad just outweighed the good. The good was very, very good, and I thoroughly enjoyed today. It's just rude staff is not on, and it was just, we got unlucky, very unlucky, and it could just be a one-off. Could be that those staff were having a bad day, but it's the fact that it was different areas of the park, where it wasn't just one staff member. So it's clearly an issue that Busch Gardens need to save and solve, especially if it happens to more tourists. I mean, one guy really lost it with the manager that was very, very rude, and she was throwing food at us, and it was just not good. But overall, I think today has been a decent day, and I've enjoyed it. Would I come back? Not if it was all the time like this. I definitely wouldn't waste my money if it was constantly like this. But if this is just a one-off, then so be it. But yeah, I don't think today's been a total bust. So that's going to be the end of the video today. I really hope you've enjoyed your stay with us today on the video. If you have, stick a like on the video, stick a comment down below, and I hope to see you again soon. Have a lovely rest of your day. Bye bye now.